Okay, this next sound is the L sound. You have to leave your mouth open, put your tip of your tongue up at the roof of your mouth, and push it forward. L, L. So you're letting the air pass over your tongue as you push it from the back to the front. L, L, L. Okay? Try a few words. See if you can do them. Lion, lion. Lint, lint. Loud, loud. Lemon, lemon. Lime, lime. Bell, bell. Cell, cell. Tell, tell. Gel, gel. Spell, spell. Metal, metal. Lounge, lounge. Lamp, lamp. Lexus, Lexus. Fall, fall. Follow, follow. Lend, lend. Lottery, lottery. Leopard, leopard. Loop, loop. Elastic, elastic. Elevator, elevator. Laptop, laptop. Leap, leap. Longitude, longitude. Latitude, latitude. Lazy, lazy. Level, level. Liger, liger. Lock, lock. Llama, llama. No problem? I hope not. It's sentence time. Leslie suffers from illogical longing. Leslie suffers from illogical longing. Larry was lampooned by the tribunal. Larry was lampooned by the tribunal. Libya is losing to Laotians at volleyball. Libya is losing to Laotians at volleyball. Little Lucy likes lounging. Little Lucy likes lounging. Letting your loved ones know you love them is lovely. Letting your loved ones know you love them is lovely. Notice how the word lovely has two L sounds in it. Lovely. Leopold took a look at some local lions. Leopold took a look at some local lions. Again, a name, Leopold. 2 L sounds. Leopold. All right, this next sound reminds me of maybe a pirate. They say, "Arr, arr." This is the letter R and the sound that goes with it. What you should do is put your tongue up, put your lips together like this, and go arr, arr. So as you're letting the air out, this is air that comes not just from your mouth, but from inside your throat. This is using your full voice, and you go arr. So you're kind of tightening those lips as you're making the sound. First I say ah, ah, and then close them. Arr, arr. You have to get those lips nice and tight, like some kind of a machine that changes the ah to an R. R. All right? Can you do it? One more time? R. Let's test it out on some words. Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce. Ridicule. Ridicule. Right. Right. And remember, right could be writing, or it could be the direction right, or it could be a person's last name. There are many different rights. Rectory. Rectory. Notice that that word has 2 R's in it. Rectory. Rectory. Rest. Rest. Ratchet. Ratchet. Ref. Ref. Ref is short for referee. They are the mediators enforcing the rules in many different sports. Ramp. Ramp. Rollerblade. Rollerblade. Rabbi. Rabbi. Rabbit. Rabbit. Read. Read. Rope. Rope. And row. Row. Some of those can be really difficult for some people, especially when you've got an R and an L sound in the same word, because they're similar motions that you must do with your tongue. When I do the L, my tongue is right up, touching the top of my mouth. L. When I do the R, R. When I do the R, I'm pointing my tongue backwards more. R. R. And it doesn't have to touch the very top of my mouth. Ready for some sentences? The Raven fans ridiculed the referee. The Raven fans ridiculed the referee. I prefer to read and write real letters rather than email over the computer. I prefer to read and write real letters rather than email over the computer. Ronnie returned to rectify the situation. He didn't want to react cowardly. Ronnie returned to rectify the situation. He didn't want to react cowardly. I heard he earned a large fortune for his recent role. I heard he earned a large fortune for his recent role. There was a random row of people wearing red. There was a random row of people wearing red. This next sound is a CH sound. Ch. I know that in Vietnamese, the TR would make that sound, that ch. But this time in English, we use CH to make that ch. We do that by putting our tongues up at the top of our mouth and using only the air in your mouth, putting your tongue down and letting the air pass over. So there's no using your throat here, just your mouth, and ch. My tongue touches here, and then ch, as air is coming out. Ch. Easy for you, I think, right? If so, then you're ready to move on. Try this word. Hitch. Hitch. China. China. Rich. Rich. Switch. Switch. Twitch. Twitch. Itch. Itch. Kitchen. Kitchen. Chew. Chew. Chow. Chow. Kitch. Kitch. Flinch. Flinch. Charm. Charm. Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai. Let's do some sentences. Charlie Chaplin had much charm. Charlie Chaplin had much charm. Chelsea and Mitch are getting hitched. Chelsea and Mitch are getting hitched. Getting hitched is slang for getting married. Let's hitchhike through China. Let's hitchhike through China. My eye began to twitch when they called me a snitch. My eye began to twitch when they called me a snitch. Your kitchen is charming, but a bit kitschy. Your kitchen is charming, but a bit kitschy. Okay, remember what you did last time with your tongue up at the top of your mouth for ch. This time, you're going to use the vibrations from your throat. So instead of ch, it's going to be j, j. Again, my tongue is touching the top of my mouth, and the air is passing just as I lower the tongue. J, j. If you put your hand here and try it, j, you should feel vibrations there. I think you can do it. I believe in you. Let's do some words. Judge. Judge. Bridge. bridge, George, George, pajamas, pajamas, joker, joker, Jack, Jack, like Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean. Genie, genie, Jewish, Jewish, fudge, fudge, jello, jello, jaw, jaw, jeer, jeer, Jay-Z, Jay-Z, gypsy, gypsy, joust, joust, January, January, jalopy, jalopy, pudgy, pudgy, jam, jam, jockey, jockey, apology, apology. Can you do some sentences with those sounds? Eating all this fudge is giving me some pudge. Eating all this fudge is giving me some pudge. We enjoyed the jockey joust last June. We enjoyed the jockey joust last June. George the genie is also a genius judge. George the genie is also a genius judge. I enjoy wearing pajamas. I enjoy wearing pajamas. Jay apologized for punching Jack in the jaw. Jay apologized for punching Jack in the jaw. The word jam also makes me think of a famous Michael Jackson song. Maybe you know it. Okay, everybody, that's it for L, Ch, and J. I hope you had fun. I know I did. Have a great day.